I found out the other day that the word impossible used to be impossible. I'm listening to a podcast, an audiobook on linguistics. I'm always listening to about 4 audiobooks at once. Far out, there are a lot of clever people out there. I listen to all those clever people. Anyway, impossible used to be impossible from the old Latin. Impossible, as in incongruous or insouciant. You didn't know I knew that word, did you? I don't even know what it means. Insatiable. Incontrovertible. Anyway, impossible. And now we say impossible. And the bloke who was giving the lecture on linguistics said that this is because impossible is easier to say than impossible. So over time, we get vulgar. Well, we get lazy. And this linguistics lecture went on and on and on, and there's thousands of examples of how language changes for this sort of reason and a lot of other reasons as well. All right, so I was thinking, all right, so at some stage, anyone who was saying impossible, or back in the day when impossible was still correct, good Latin, or good whatever, good French, good English maybe. I don't know when the switch happened. Back in the day when, some people, some of the plebs, some of the peasants, some of my ancestors, when they started saying impossible, the professors would have said, they're saying impossible, it's actually impossible, they're such lazy peasants, But then, eventually, everyone starts saying impossible and it becomes good English. So right now, I'm saying I'm going to go to the shop is good English, and I'm going to go to the shop. I'm going to go to the shop, which is pretty much what I say most of the time, is bad English. Most likely, or quite likely, one day, Ghana is going to be fine, The professors will be saying it. I'm going to give you a class now on linguistics. All right. See, all right instead of all right. Things like that. Now, my feeling is, how do you stay classy? Well, first you say, how do you stay classy instead of how do you? How do you? They said it'll all end up one word one day. How do you stay classy? How do you? HOWDIYA or something, Okay, and I think one does not stay classy, or should I say one stays classy not by speaking perfect English, whatever that means, at a fixed point in time, but by staying one step behind everybody else. Now, I think that's what you need to do if you want to stay classy and get the job. So right now, when I'm just with friends or with you, I say "gonna." But if I'm out and about and out at dinner, I'll probably say I'm going to apply a job. I'm going to apply for a new job soon, and I'm going to speak quite correctly. But when I'm just at the footy, I say I'm going to go and get. I'm going to get. I'm wavering. I'm halfway between going to and gonna. So I'm 1.5. I'm half a step behind. But language-wise, gonna is going to be correct one day. But the trick to coming across classy is to stay one step behind, but not 2 steps behind. Always be 1 step behind, like that song. 56 seemed like the year I was really going somewhere. Blah blah. The flowers in my hair. My family listened 50 times to my 2-song repertoire. Yeah, that's that song. Rock and roll, I gave you all the best years of my life, all the hazy, crazy summer. But the important part of that song is, but I was always just 1 step behind you. Right, and you have to be like that with language, I think. Just be 1 step behind. Still be a bogan, but be a classy bogan. Yeah, there's a good title for the show. If you could call this a show. How to be a classy bogan. A classy bogan, you know. And the best way to do that is to stay 1 step behind when it comes to language if you want that job. Say going to and not gonna. But by all means say impossible. And don't say impossible, because that's 2 steps behind. I think that's the way linguistics. That's how to stay classy with language. And that's the word on that from a bogan from rural Victoria. You heard it here first.